Well, it's the afternoon, time to come out and feed the chickens. And this afternoon, and actually the last couple of days, what I've been finding, one of these chickens, most of these guys that we have free ranging out here in the barn, they kind of our mouse and bug patrol in the barn, are anywhere from 5 to about 8 years old. That yellow buff Orpington is our oldest bird, and we thought for sure these guys had stopped laying. But the last couple of days, she's been leaving us an egg right up here. So oddly enough, every once in a while we're still getting an egg from those little girls. So we've got these birds out here in what we call the dairy coop. It's one of our chicken tractors that I pull with a truck. But these girls are waiting in the line for their food this afternoon. Let's get them fed. What you doing with your head in a bucket already? You guys have a little bit left from yesterday. Usually I'll just scoop the feed from the day before down. And we made these little PVC chicken feeders. And that way they don't waste the grain. They can stick their head in here and get what they want, but they can't scratch in it, waste it, and make a mess. And so on this side, we got this blue container here. Hello there. What do you say? This little girl's gonna have to move. Let me see if we have an egg in here. She's just kind of nesting in there right now, but this little storage bin is one of the nesting boxes, but she didn't give us anything right there. Come around to this side where we have the little nesting boxes here. Let's see if we have any eggs today. There's one. And it looks like, for all our trouble in this one coop, that's all we got today. You guys have been kind of off, but sometimes they're giving us anywhere from 1 to 10 eggs a day. And today was 1. All right, so I'm on my way out to the other chicks. These pullets, all hens. Roosters we've moved into the barn, separate them. And they are ready for food. The first thing I always have to do is turn off the electric fence. They put down their food, turn off the fence. Hello, girls. Let's see how many eggs you gave us today. All right, come on, girls. I know you want this. Here they come. So far, we've only gotten 1 or 2 eggs out of the nesting box that we put in this coop, the wire cage coop. Well, let's go check out coop 1 and see what's in there. Waters look good. I just filled them last night. They're still good. Well, here we go. Every day, lots of eggs. Are you gonna jump up there? What you gonna do? So we'll just collect all these guys right here. Got one broken one there. One of the things I've been doing the last few days is, instead of using straw, is I've actually been using some of the wood chips and putting that in the nesting boxes. And that is really keeping these eggs clean. And oops, did I finish breaking it? Dropped one. Yep, finished breaking that one. We'll let those girls have it. think it's the first time I've gathered eggs one-handed. Hello, what you doing in there? You looking for something? Alright, so I'm going to set this down and get this other little nesting box out so I can get the eggs out of it. Sometimes there's a chicken in it. Alright, and there's the other plethora of eggs we have. So they're laying in both styles. And just the regular nesting boxes we have in there for them, and in these storage bins that we cut the end out of. They were pretty good. I think they stay a little drier in there. They might like that. There's a wayward egg. I have to get that one. Plenty of space, girls. All right, it's not a bad haul for the afternoon. I'm gonna set these outside the pen here. So, made these two different chicken tractors. Made this tractor right here. We call that Coop 1. It was the first one. There was a video Alice and I did about building that, the construction of it. It's working really, really well. And I just use that little dolly under the front and move it each day to a new spot, just a couple of feet in front of where it is. And then we have Coop 2. And funny enough, this one's lighter and easier to move, but the chickens in the colder weather have not been staying in this one at night with the cold weather and rain that we've had. They have all been getting inside that one. But what we're thinking is that one they're going to get too hot during the summer, and maybe they will like the other one better during the summer because it's breezier and cooler. But there's all the happy chickens out here doing chicken things. Turn the fence back on until I come back at night. After it's dark and they go into roost, I just come back out, and then I'll close the door on both of these coops and make sure that they're safe and the predators can get through. So it's kind of a double layer of protection. We've got two sections of the Premier One electric poultry netting around this, and it does a really good job. So keeping the predators out at night, and then when they go into roost, of course, we close them up so we get a second level of protection from predators. Works out really well. I'm going to turn this fence back on until I come out tonight and take our eggs and get these guys washed up. I did a video on this, a little review on this bean carrot washer that I bought at a farm store here close to us in town, and try it out for the first time. It's been too cold and you get too miserable outside. Today it's nice and sunny, so you can see how it does. You can see the eggs swirl around in there in the basket. May still have to touch them up a little bit and clean them, but you should get a lot of the green stuff off initially. And in the summer months, we'll definitely be turning this bin that it's sitting on over and collecting this water. And we'll use it for livestock or garbage. Pour out just for a couple minutes here. I just want to test that out and see how it works today. It's pretty good. A couple of the roosters. We have two of them in here together that seem to get along pretty well. They're awfully pretty, good looking little birds, but don't want them breeding with the hens or laying eggs. And so they've got this area back here. It's 20 feet by 45 feet, and so they have a place in there. It's got bird netting over it so they can get outside and roam around. You can see them in there. And then in the other old coop where we used to keep the chickens in here, we have this big red guy, and he's actually gotten a little bit mean. He's starting to get feisty, but just have to be careful when you go in there and feed him. These girls are enjoying the sunshine today. Very nice outside. So you may also remember we did a video, Allison and I built this chicken brooder, and it's covered up partially right now because I was actually keeping some seeds and stuff warm in there. But this coming Friday we have a company that's going to be bringing us chicks to raise for them to sell the chickens. So we're excited about that. So I gotta come out here and get this thing cleaned up. I already have the bedding and stuff, the wood shavings that'll go in it, and we'll get that cleaned up so those chicks will be ready to go in there.